Hello, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel for more amazing ZeeWord updates. So the last update about once there was a king. Grandma begins to support Gayatri against Rageshwari. Let's continue. Rageshwari comes to Grandma and accuses her of giving her wine falsely, then made her servant Savitri serve God. Grandma says it seems that she is drunk again. Rageshwari puts the sword on Grandma's neck and she warns Grandma of telling the truth to the king. Grandma says that once two men goes on a boat, one of them was angry at the other, and in order to kill the other, he made a hole in the boat, and resultantly, he himself drowned as well. Rageshwari leaves. Grandma thinks that until the king falls in love with her, then no one will know Gayatri is hidden behind Savitri, and she comes to Savitri, and Savitri asks that why is Grandma crying. Grandma says that she remembered Gayatri today watching her pray with the king, and she reminds her of Gayatri. Gayatri only opened her fast when everyone had gotten the prasad. Savitri asks why she wants to match soil with the diamond. Grandma says that she knows how precious she is, and it was proven in the temple today. And in the temple, only miracle happens, and it was a miracle that even in the presence of the king's mother, the king prayed with her. Savitri says that she is a maid and maid have a place near the feet. Grandma says that Gayatri was a daughter of the simple family and the king married her and loved her. Savitri asks why he would love her. Grandma says that she has become a special for her and because of her simplicity. Grandma assures Savitri that she is always with her. Kokila dreams about Laksharaj and his death, and she wakes up and asks Laksharaj to forgive her and apologize that she couldn't stop his insult in his life, and now he is no more, but those who insulted him are alive, Swarna and Lakan, and she takes a knife from the bedside and she goes out. Lakan watches the moon from the window and he wonders where Swarna is and how she may be. Gayatri says that she will be fine, but he wonders if that is so. He watches Kokila watching in the corridor and he wonders if she is going to Swarna this late and he follows her. Kokila feels someone's presence behind her, but Lakan hides himself. Savitri serves the king. Grandma stops him from the beginning and she says that he must break the fast with the one who did the puja with him. The king says that she is right and he calls Savitri to sit. Savitri says that she is fine, but the king comes there and holds her hand and offers her to sit, and she sits down on the floor and she remembers her past as the king put a spoonful of food in her mouth. Savitri has tears in her eyes when she does so, and he asks why is she crying. She says that she is really happy today because he gave her respect and she will never forget this day. The king says that he doesn't remember, but he likes this lovely food so much. Savitri murmurs that she also did not remember. She asks him to taste the almond alpha made by her, and it will remind him of someone in his life, and she goes to get it. Swarna sat on the floor thinking about Lakan's word that they don't let her live freely. Swarna thinks how she can forget about her husband's death so soon, but the other heart asks her to live her life now that she has never did. She feels nostalgic at once, and then she says that she is expecting a child. Lakan looks around where Kokila went to. Swarna says that she wants to tell Kokila about something really important, but Kokila grabs her by the hair and stuffs her mouth with a cloth and drags her out. Lakan goes to check the other way. When he hears something breaks in the corridor, he finds the bead on the floor. Kokila brings Swarna to a corner and attacks her with a knife. Swarna runs for her life. Kokila says that Laksharaj is dead, but his mother will now take his justice. She killed him by her curses, and Swarna insists on her to listen to her. Kokila says that now she will shout the way Laksharaj did at the time of his death. Swarna says that she is expecting a child and she is pregnant. Lakan followed the beat and he and Kokila were equally shocked hearing that Swarna is pregnant. Swarna gets on her feet and she requests Kokila not to kill her. Kokila holds her up and she says that when her son was counting his last breath, she was spending time with her lover. Swarna still pleaded for her not to be so cruel. Kokila says that after Laksharaj's death, then she would also kill this heir along with her. Lakan holds her hand in time and he asks her to drop the knife. Kokila warns him not to come between them. Lakan says that a father gives arms on the news of fatherhood, and today he gives her lives as arms, but she should remember that it is not given every time. He wants her to keep an eye on her child again and clutches Swarna's hand and he leaves. Grandma says to the king that she liked this girl, Savitri, If a princess gets a chance to eat with him, then she should feel proud. But this girl is really simple. The king says that Savitri is really different and she is a fast learner as well. Grandma says that she has taken great care of him and he must also do something for her. Grandma says that he can see her smile, but she has heard her sadness as well, and it seems that she is sad from inside, and she thinks if he does something for her, then she will feel better. The king thinks that he will do something for Savitri. Grandma thinks that when the king will come close to Gayatri, then Gayatri will not be able to back up. Lakan holds Swana in his arms. Gayatri was worried and she asked that what happened to her. Lakan says that he had warned her and if he did not reach there on time, then Kokila would have murdered her and their child. He tells Gayatri about their relationship and she wanted to leave the palace, but luck turned in their game and Laksharaj died. And he says that he will no longer stay quiet and he will take Swana away from here today. Gayatri stops him and says that at this time, Swana needs treatment and care, else she and her child's life will be endangered, and they must think for a way that she can stay here safe from Kokila, and she promised the unconscious Swana that she will find a way for her. The next morning, Savitri buys almond and asks if he knows for whom she is going to make the alpha. She thinks about making gondladu as well for Swana and her child to be, and she hit a lady in the market, and it was her mother. Savitri curses herself, and her mother was shocked to see her cursing herself in Gayatri's language. Her mother calls her Gayatri. Savitri was shocked and she turns to her and then leaves hiding her face. Her mother asks for a golgappa urgently and eats it, and she gets a cough. Gayatri comes to her unknowingly, and it was her mother's tactic. Her mother runs behind her as she runs in the market. The king was also in the same market shopping for some clothes and select one. Her mother follows Gayatri in the palace. Grandma comes there. Gayatri's mother asks Savitri why she has been running and what happened. Savitri takes her mother aside. Grandma thinks that there is no one here. Inside the room, Gayatri's mother and Gayatri hug each other. Gayatri's mother cries that she knows that Gayatri was alive, and she asks that what is the need to get into this avatar. Gayatri says that this is to protect her husband because there are plannings in the palace and their enemies wanted to kill them both, and she narrates all the event on the cliff. She then says that she came to know that she has been sick and that was why she couldn't come to her last rituals. Her mother was clueless about it. Gayatri was shocked when her mother tells her that she never sent a man and her hope has not broken and she knew that Gayatri was alive. Gayatri says that but grandma said so, and Gayatri's mother says that she never came to meet her in the jail. The king's mother wonders why would grandma lie. Gayatri says that she is so confused, and until today, she thought that grandma was the only one that is sincere to the king. The king's mother says that she doesn't trust grandma, and she asks if grandma suspected that Savitri is Gayatri. Gayatri says that this is not possible because she never watched her so intently, but she had fired on her. Gayatri says that grandma is upset for Laksharaj's death and she tried to bring her and the king closer, and Gayatri narrates all the event. The king's mother says that something is wrong and grandma can change so many colors, and if she's behind all this. Gayatri asks why would she take care of the king if she wants to hurt him. Only she is able to make him calm whenever the king is in pain. The king's mother asks Gayatri to be careful because grandma lied to her about her mother. Gayatri says that she needs more proof before getting to any decision, and she will follow grandma as a shadow and bring the truth to the front. So Anna wakes up as someone enters the room with a knife in the hand, and she cries no, and it was a daydream. Lakan comes to her and assures her that she is not alone now, so Anna asks him to go now. Lakan says that when he is here, no one can touch a single strand of hair on her, and she will stay in this palace, and no one would even think about hurting her, and this is a promise of Lakan. He asks her to take care of herself and their child. Savitri offers Alpha to the prince, and he asks that what is such a happiness. Savitri says that Swana is expecting a child because she is pregnant, and the bite sticks in the prince's throat. Grandma asks that how did Savitri knows about it. Savitri says that she has noticed that Swana is not well. The prince says that it can be something else, but Savitri says that she can never be wrong. So Anna comes there. The king congratulates her and promises to take care of her and the child. The prince says that it is his responsibility as well. Due to this good news, she got a reason to live now. Grandma also shows her happiness and goes to congratulate Suana, promising to keep guard Barai soon. She goes to thank in the temple and put an eye on Lakan, and she goes inside. Suana stops Savitri and says thanks to her. Savitri says that she did this as a maid and she must be appreciated. Suana says knowing their relationship truth, she sided her. She is lucky to have a sister like her. Savitri thinks that she is unlucky not being able to tell her the truth, and she gave her the bowl to eat. Grandma stood in front of the king's father's photo and says that when he was a prince, he used to tell her that she and her son are a burden on the palace, and she thought that her son would never get the throne of the Alma court. But now, all this will be theirs, and the king has lost his memory, and he is a puppet in her hand. Grandma says that Gayatri has returned, but she doesn't know that she ruined her life, and Suana's home carries the hair now. Alma court history has changed, and now here in the place of the king's photo, there will be the prince's photo, and she takes the king's photo off the wall. Savitri watched this and wonders why Grandma removed the king's photo. Thank you for watching my video. To see more updates just like this, please subscribe to my channel and share my videos, and also like. Thank you.